Ford built 72,000 of these in 1 year, then it deleted the option that came before it. The Mustang had grown faster every year, but the lineup still had no single car that packaged the look, the sound, and the muscle onto one order sheet. The Mach 1 fixed that. Every Mach 1 rode on the new SportsRoof body, the long fastback roofline that runs unbroken from the windshield down to the tail panel. Ford added a matte black hood with hood pins, chrome-styled steel wheels, a competition-tuned suspension, and a chrome pop-open gas cap. Welcome back to Big Block Radio. The whole show came standard, and that is the part people miss. A base 351 car looked every bit as aggressive as a 428, which is why the entry-level cars still hold their appeal. 1969 is the only year with 4 headlights, 2 inside the grille, 2 out in the fenders. 1970 went back to 2 headlights with non-functional scoops outboard, so the face is the fastest way to date one of these cars. The engine ladder started with a 351 Windsor 2-barrel at 250 horsepower. Above that sat a 351 Windsor 4-barrel at 290 and a 390 FE big block at 320. At the top was the 428 Cobra Jet, rated at 335. There was one more tier, and it was hiding in the axle column, not in the engine column. Order the 428 with the drag pack axle package, either the 391 traction lock or the 430 Detroit locker, and Ford quietly upgraded the engine. The rating on paper did not move at all. What changed was the bottom end. Super Cobra Jet specification brought stronger connecting rods, a sturdier crankshaft, and an external engine oil cooler mounted up front. You were buying an engine built to survive repeated hard launches, ordered by choosing a rear axle. The most theatrical option bolted straight to the top of the air cleaner and poked up through a hole cut in the hood. It fed cold outside air to the carburetor, and it shook with every stab of the throttle. That is the shaker, and it is honest. The hood is moving because the engine is moving. Buyers could add a rear deck spoiler and rear window sport slats. Value tracks the engine badge more closely than anything else. Base 351 cars are the most attainable way into a real one. The 390 sits oddly in the middle, rarer than the 351, yet less loved than the Cobra Jet. A documented Ram Air or Super Cobra Jet drag pack car sits at the very top. Matching numbers and a Marty report move the needle far more than fresh paint ever will. The real enemy is rust. Check the floors, the torque boxes, the front frame rails, the cowl, and the lower quarters. Decide first whether you want a car to preserve or a car to thrash. See you next time.